They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he spins through. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Detroit, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Pearson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that'll be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Allen, the intended receiver. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Green.
From the gun, Pearson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going underneath for Gordon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Gordon on 1st down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go. And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Leopard!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Third and goal, option right. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down. Pearson going for the deep ball. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they've got it here with a first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a third and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Alert 16. Alert 16.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Operating from the gun. Pearson looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Pearson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the gun, Pearson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Operating from the gun, Pearson. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down, Pearson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pearson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
We got 3.
Gun, 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 gun.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, he stays up. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put your...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The final shot before break. Pearson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down. Pearson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw on second down. Pearson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos throws. It's a sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's go one more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
53. 53.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Punt. Punt.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Pearson, he's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Pearson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pearson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that is incomplete here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Pearson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And this is complete. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. J.J. Watt in there with pressure. Yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun, 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 gun.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Underneath for Johnson. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Now let's go. 3.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
All right, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw.